Live. Okay.
Hello, welcome to Kitchen KakAlin. I am in my kitchen together with all my guests today. Seperti biasa kita ada Elni, ada CTK, ada Molly, and my Mr. Producer Fadli. Okay, hari ni I told my guests, I told everyone, dah sudah tak apa. Korang kan ada banyak benda nak buat, and because korang ni semua perennial multitaskers, jadi go ahead. Nak makan ke, nak minum ke, jemput so hari ni
Jemput.
Ellie makan apa tu?
Hari ni kita makan clay pot. This is the ramyeon clay pot ramyeon. And then I make
ramyeon. Wow.
I make my own beef brisket, air fried beef brisket.
Wow, air fried beef brisket.
Yes.
Okay. Siti masak apa hari ni? Siti dengar you masak macam-macam hari ni.
Macam-macam. Siti buat sotong sombat yang amat senang sekali. First time buat and it's a success.
What is the
Okay, so basically the trick is you pakai frozen, you tahu tak otak-otak yang tebal yang you boleh beli kat NTUC, kat supermarketnya, dia ada brand new. Yes, the otak-otak yang frozen tu. So basically you let it thaw, lepas tu dia dah lembik-lembik sikit, then after that your sotong you dah siang semua, you kopek dia punya kulit, then you stuff it in. You stuff it in, then after that you letak lidi kat atas, jadi dia punya inti dia tak terkeluar. Then you kelar. Then after that the marinade I anyhow way, I pakai whatever that was at home, which was like macam sambal botol. Then after that I mix with soy sauce. Then after that I mix dengan sesame oil. Lepas tu I lap itu soto, marinade kasi dia cantik, pakaikan makeup. Lepas tu I just pop it in the oven for 20 minutes then dah.
So it's like actually bake. Dia macam sotong sumbat bakar. Wow, the idea of letak pakai otak-otak tu, I think that's it's a genius idea.
Simple.
Bagus.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what's the second thing that you made?
Oh, I made popia pisang crunchy chocolate with Oreo.
Wow.
That shall be dessert.
Okay.
Dessert.
Dessert dia.
Crush Oreos and Nutella.
Okay. Itu sugar rush tu.
Biasalah.
Okay, Molly, what are you working on right now? Molly is not eating. She is making something. What is it?
I'm making almond butter cookies. So it's like, yes, hari tu buat Danish cookies. Lepas tu macam bestnya, but then I suka kurangkan gula tau. So it's like it's not too sweet. Tapi lepas tu dah sempret-sempretkan dia ke atas baking paper, I tabur gula pula.
Wow. Dia punya
sempret a word?
Sempret is a word.
Really?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Oh.
You sempret. Yeah.
I heard, like I don't know whether this is true, that the word sempret came about because orang Melayu was trying to say the word shortbread.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yes.
Shortbread.
Sempret. Yes. Because it is actually the same it's the same ingredients for sempret.
Right?
Yes, that's
right.
true. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, sekejap, ada orang nak stop cam. I stop cam, but I can still be heard, right, Fadli, kalau I stop cam? Or I cannot be heard?
Yeah.
I can still be heard,
Yes.
Okay. No problem. Okay, let's continue. So today, let's start with our show. Dah start pun the show. Apa yang belum start?
You all check, tengah checking whether
Tak ada.
Facebook
tak ada?
Tak ada.
Ada tak? Tak ada?
Tak ada.
Asal tak ada? Pasal dah live ni.
Kita try lagi lah.
We start back.
Yeah, no problem. Continue aja.
So Molly, are you gonna make us a cinnamon roll?
Yeah, Molly. Oh my God.
Dah sempret tu, dah buat kek tu, cinnamon roll lah.
Yes. Gitu Hari tu terfikir tau, nak buat ke tak maybe I should make for you all and then after that you just surprise you all. Lepas tu kita check dekat dapur macam, udahlah.
Tak cukup Tak cukup bahan.
Okay lah, tak jadi buat lah, tak apalah. Buat biskut aja
So-
lah, pasal banyak butter.
Okay, so kejap, ada live belum?
Buat biskut aja lah, pasal banyak
Oh sorry, kat YouTube ada.
YouTube ada. Okay lah.
YouTube is
I
on.
think we'll just
Yeah.
go on, no problem. Okay,
Yeah.
so today because of Sunday bila kita dapat tahu yang kita ni ibarat non-essential kan dalam this whole COVID-19 punya situation, sebagai artis, sebagai petugas seni, kita dapat tahu yang kita non-essential. Number one dah, non-essential jangan marah korang. Jadi apa perasaan korang bila dapat tahu yang korang tu is non-essential? Apa perasaan?
My first
Tak apa.
reaction was like, berani macam like that. No, I mean, and then
Berani korang
because I just saw the picture, I saw the percentage, I said, huh? Then lepas tu I saw the title and I was like, apa ni? Then I was like, then after that, the number 1,000 was, I just look at the number and I was like, really? Hanya 1,000 orang aja you do the survey, like really? Yeah.
It's a very small sample, maknanya it's very usually that's the thing lah with sampling it's very unreliable. Kalau kita buat research, there are some amount of kena a certain number so that nanti the quantifying dia jadi kualitatif, all those things lah kan. Tapi yes, it's 1,000 people and dalam 1,000 people tu a big percentage cakap kita ni non-essential. So and then some more dia punya infografik dia, orang tu pakai baju orange, scarf merah,
Pakai berry merah.
Very merah.
berry merah. Berry merah tapi ada Super Mario punya mustache kan. So it really does say a lot about what the society atau masyarakat kita understand about seni tu sendirilah. Jadi that's why I think it's good for us to kupas benda tu and tanya ourselves what it means. So now CTK, your feelings?
I faham tentang kenapa what they're trying to say. Okay, the thing is, yes, in situations like this, where in terms of urgency, memang kitanya line of work in a way can take a step back because of course the priorities have to be given to the doctors and nurses. So the top 5, I agree. Memang kita perlukan khidmat diorang and we really appreciate all the things that they do, right? But for me, then why must you macam instigate? I see that as like macam kau sengaja nak provoke. Tak payahlah nak sakitkan hati orang. You get what I mean or not? And then the thing is, kau dah cakap the top 5 most essential workers. Okay, fine, good. But tak payah the other list, and especially at the times we're all feeling crappy because we are losing work and thinking that all along while we are like macam stuck at home, we are still trying to be creative to create content and to create work. Some of my friends are doing it for free to put it up online to get kids entertained, so that parents can do work, or go to work and things like that, because they know they're all stuck. And these are all done by artists. You get what I mean? So I mean, like, for me, the list should just stop at the most essential workers and no need for the non-essentials.
Because already like in the environment of a pandemic, right, we need to be responsible of the psyche of the masses,
Yes.
so that it's healthy, so that already people are depressed when they already dah stuck kat rumah bulan-bulan, so it doesn't help that you kupas the the non-essentials atau the tak perlu like what CTK says,
Agaknya dia punya the people yang behind it, those people yang buat the survey, the writers tu semua, agaknya maybe dorang ada ex-artist lah, dorang punya ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend artis, jadi nak tunjuk like seriously korang non-essential.
And agaknya dia punya ex-boyfriend atau ex-girlfriend really dress up like that.
Yes, correct. Sebab tu dia gunakan. Molly, what have you got to say? Molly, continue.
Tak. Pasal pada I, at first kita okay. I mean, of course, we are pissed that we are only allowed to start working at phase 3. But we understand. And as artists, as actors, as creators, we should use our creativity, kan? With the little resources that we have.
That's right. Kita continue to do work. Even ni, kita continue to do work. And sometimes it's not about the money, but it's about everybody's health. We try to make people happy, give them some amount of entertainment. Because I personally feel, sebelum I tanya Molly, I sebenarnya rasa macam kalau ada lah kita ni diibaratkan sebagai satu yang kita perlu ada dalam hidup, I think we are like the salt. Korang imagine lah korang boleh ada all the ingredients tau. Korang boleh ada ketam lah, boleh ada ayam lah, ada macam-macam, ada so many sauce. Tapi kalau tak ada salt tu and we are so integral. Kadang-kadang, do you think salt is a non-essential? No. Salt is the one basic requirement yang kita perlu untuk make sure kita punya makanan rasa. Ya, kalau tanpa salt, semua jadi hebe, tawa. So, seni tu ibarat macam itulah. Dia macam salt. I don't know why I'm philosophical. Molly, what do you think? You saw the article.
Yes. So when I saw that, at first I was like, what? So, I mean, I have so many questions. Like, okay, 1,000 people. Who are these 1,000 people that they do the survey with? Okay.
Apa demographics dorang tu
and then another question that comes up is like, okay, this 1,000 this 1,000 I don't know who. When they say artists, what do they understand by artists? Do they know that artists, is just not people who draw, there's so many things that that falls down under this word artist. So what do you mean? Because the picture itself is like this man in beret, orange, like what we described just now. So I'm like, siapa ni? And and I try to recall who are my artist friends who dress like that, pakai red beret, orange turtleneck with scarf in Singapore weather. So
I think the first play that opens my
this is the face that they put there. So I'm like, okay, if this is the face that put there, agaknya, because of the misai lah, everybody, ni tak essential lah macam ni.
Tapi serius. Kau tak tengok ke yang hawker yang essential tu, yang hawker essential nombor 4 ke nombor 3 kan, hawker essential tu, dia botak tengah. Tu lagi kesian.
Have they seen hawkers sekarang banyak yang handsome
Okay, itu Molly cakap.
Who took over the business? Okay, Edmund Chicken Rice punya owner. Yang Chinese boy.
Habis Safan Tri Rino dah cakap Edmund Chicken Rice, lepas tu Tri Rino apa dah. Okay, so now let's go to us. Let's go to what we do. We are now, as artists, Molly buat arts in the community. CTK is a professional theatre practitioner and talent. And then for me and Elmi, we are both in the arts. We are both doing arts education lah. Okay, so kalau korang lah bukan artis, pasal nak tahu jugalah, kalau korang bukan non-essential, korang rasa korang jadi apa? Korang buat apa kalau korang tu non-essential? Kalau korang essential ke, kalau korang tak artis lah? Go Siti.
HBB, home based baker. Banyak order Yeah. Because you can't go anywhere. You are supposed to start. You're supposed to be at home. You're stuck at home, and so you just buy things. You can work convenient from home. And the thing is, there are so many people supporting you. Because you're providing them with options that's cheaper than restaurants and cafes.
Betul. Home HBB. You really think yes, it's possible. I do see. So, is it true that nanti dia punya brand will be called Sweetie Cakes?
It depends on what I'm selling. If it's desserts and cakes and pastries, but if I told you this before and I don't know whether I can say it, but if I'm selling tarts and if it's pandan flavored, I shall call it Pan Tart.
Pan Tart.
Pan Tart. You must have this kind of names, you know. Some people macam then they will buy.
Yes, correct.
Macam mana ti?
Then they will buy.
I'm curious, nak rasa Pan Tart. Okay, nah. Actually, the tart is made in a pan. Yeah, so you actually send them the pan itself. So CTK Pan Tart. Yeah, it's Pan Tart. Okay, Ellie, what would you be if you're not in the arts?
I mean, like now during this current pen ni atau dulu when I didn't choose the art field.
Yeah, kalau you tak choose your career because
I jadi nurse.
Jadi nurse. Wow.
Because I got the option to go to Singapore Poly belajar nursing.
Wow, that's exciting.
I know, kan? If not, I won't be here already. I'll be in the hospital, cocok orang, so, or swabbing.
That is scary. Cocok orang. It's scary.
No, okay. I won't, but yeah.
Okay, but yeah, a nurse. I do see you. You do look like you can make a good nurse.
And I love hospitals.
Sister,
I love hospitals, so.
Yeah, she loves hospitals. She finds a lot of comfort in hospitals.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
seriously.
Because when I tengah kecil lah, like I was in a hospital when I was like 5 or 6. Then kalau masuk hospital suka sangat. Because dapat minum air Milo, hot Milo. And then I will make friends with all the children from other wards. And then nurse mesti marah.
Are you sure they are children?
Yes.
Okay.
You have to double take first.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Takut. Yes, they're children. Bukan nothing that plays in my image. Tak. Yeah. Yeah.
What would you?
Taylor kira kan bukan artis Yeah, I would love to sew clothes actually.
You jahit aja, you tak payah nak design, tak payah you jahit.
Kalau you think about it, right, semua kerja mesti ada seninya.
Yeah,
Kalau
I
dia
agree.
nurse, perlu ada seni dia. Kalau dia jadi baker pun perlu ada seni dia. Kalau Pan Tart dia tu tak cantik, aku rasa aku tak beli tau. Okay, so there you go, Molly. This thing about your tailor ni, you okay, so you think you would have chosen to become a tailor?
Yes, I would have become a tailor because I feel macam like I love sewing actually because why the reason I am dalam theatre ni pun is start because I wanted to jahit baju for theatre group. It's like I started with that, like, I can jahit baju. So, I joined this theatre group. I can actually jahit their costumes. So that was my first thing that, the reason why I joined theatre. So I think I will go jahit baju.
Nice. Okay, so that's when I must ask you, at umur berapa? Pada umur berapa yang you know that you akan masuk ke kancah persembahan seni?
Wow.
At which age do you remember very, very vividly that you wanted to be an artist? Umur berapa?
17.
Molly, 7?
17 lah. When that
17.
point of time, yes, when I joined actually a workshop with theatre artistic. That was my first. So after that, then since then I was like, this
you umur 17 tahun you jumpa Abang Roslan Daud terus you nak jadi artis.
Yes.
That guy is inspiring.
Actually, Khairuddin Samsudin dengan Sazali Osman. They were my mentor that point of time.
Okay, great. Wonderful. So at 17. CTK?
Sama. What I wanted to ask just now was, I wanted to do it, but I wasn't sure if I could do it. But because I had a taster of it, I wanted more. I wanted to give it. I would love for it to be a career. That was my mind at 17.
17. Okay. Elni?
I think only when kita dah graduate, when I finish my BA, then I know that this is the because I thought when I take my my BA in ni, I thought macam not as a career, like something I like to do. I want to do my
No,
degree. Then
before your degree, tak ada inkling langsung. Okay lah, let's
not as a job, not as a job, not as a career. Yeah, it's only when I dah habis.
You were at Planet Hollywood. You were working at Planet Hollywood.
I was working at Planet Hollywood. I was the receptionist at Mount E Daycare. Yeah. So working in the arts wasn't. I tak ingat pun. I was tak terfikir pun. That's what I was saying. Yeah.
Okay.
It's only when you brought me when you
Oh
saw
no,
me
we're going into that.
yeah, the bus stop story, and then that's when I was like, oh, okay.
So let's quickly tell everyone your bus stop story.
So
One day,
kat luar Goodman punya bus stop opposite yang nak pergi to Orchard, I was tengah tunggu bus nombor 14. 12 or 14, I can't remember. Kan?
14 I think, yeah.
14, yeah. So I was minding my own business, and then lepas tu adalah kakak ni approach. Kakak
Sekejap. El ni kalau minding her own business, you know how she looks like, right? When she's minding her own business, dia macam look like she is posing for something big to happen in her life.
Which is like the bus to come.
Yes, like waiting for the bus to come, but at the same time posing for this big moment in my life to happen. Yeah, so that was it. Aku terpanggil, okay.
Aku dipanggil, okay. And then dia kata, are you Malay? That's the first thing that you asked me, right, Kak? Yes. Kak Aliin asked me, are you Malay? Then I was like, with my non-descriptive accent, yes. I don't know why I say yes. Yeah.
And lepas tu you all salam sis.
belum. That time tak ada salam sis.
Belum lagi.
Yeah.
Belum lagi.
Tak ada.
Lagipun waktu tu dia pakai kasut platform, tinggi dia macam ni. So tak adalah sanggup akak nak cakap salam sis kan. Yeah, so that's why the first question is, are you Malay? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Then lepas tu kakak tanya lah, do you have anything to do today in the afternoon? I said, no. Do you want to come and watch rehearsal at Ken Hill? Yes, Ken Hill. Then I was like, all right. Like
Nasib baik aku tahu. Yang tak adalah sikit pun nampak macam butch tau. Kalau tidak, that was a pick up line, girl. Kakak sibuk tanya. Busy ke tidak? Random.
But I have to say last time at that 20 years old, 21, I think 21 years old, yeah, I do dress like orang kata SPG to school. Yeah. So
what? SPG. Sarung party girl.
Sarung party girl. Yeah. So
sekarang orang dah tak tahu SPG apa makna dia.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, orang sekarang dah tak tahu sarung party girl apa makna dia. Tapi tak apalah. That one nanti diorang pergi archives and find out maybe diorang boleh hashtag sarung party girl and find out. Okay, so there you go. That's how I kind of met Elni.
Yeah.
So that's how she ended up becoming started working in the arts. Okay, now I'm going to talk to, maybe the question should go to CTK. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what it means when it comes to arts and professionalism. Kalau kita berbual tentang arts dan professionalism, what comes to mind? You started very early doing arts, as a matter of fact, daripada zaman teenager sampai sekarang. I think it's good if I can get maybe some insights from you about what it is lah, professionalism dalam seni.
Mengajar saya tentang disiplin. It learns me to not whine and complain, but to adapt quickly to situations that I'm in. Like for example, the reason why I'm saying this is because, like you mentioned, I started off very early. I didn't have like what you would say a proper education in the arts, right? I learned on the job. And I work with various companies, and at a point of time I didn't have internet kat rumah, so like whatever rehearsals I'm in, like for example when I'm in the youth group and we're supposed to do certain things, and all of my friends have like internet access at home and they know what like the instructors or the trainers are teaching, I didn't use that to ask. I mean like I asked, but I know that I shouldn't use me not having an internet access or the lack
As
of
an
certain things
excuse,
that require, yes, as an excuse. So I have to pick things up very quickly. So I would go to my cousin's house, like macam okay, buat the research, then after that present lah what I needed to do. And also because I feel that I needed to prove, because amongst when I started out young, not only did I have that so-called qualification, I was also an ITE student, and at that point of time there wasn't anyone I know who was from ITE and in the theatre industry, because diorang kebanyakan semua like macam they studied law, they actually studied theatre, diorang budak NUS theatre studies, and I really respect them, and I feel that I have to work harder. So that's what I mean by discipline. And of course, like it teaches me also to respect people's time, to respect people's space. I felt like I have to grow up really quickly. Also because when I work with then different companies and the issues that we talk about, I have to be mature real quick lah. Also be very open to situations. Yeah.
But you see, one of the things that I think, I don't know, Elni, help me with this. Bila kita tengok CTK on stage, you know, she's such a natural performer on stage. I mean, for the both of us, we go to acting school tau. Kita pergi acting school, kita buat kita punya degree in drama. Kita find it very, very, very very exciting atau so interesting to watch you on stage. Padahal you don't have what we have. As a matter of fact, I can tell you, me and Elni, when we were in drama school, we were saying like, okay, some of our peers macam memang tak ada lah, memang consider not cut out lah for the stage. We know that. But then because for them, it's not about, you see, there's a thing. Arts ni bukan untuk you jadi artis saja, because there's so many things you can do in theatre, betul tak? So, for me and Elni, I think when we see you on stage, it's quite amazing because you are such an instinctive performer. You menggunakan you punya naluri dan instinct. And it's really quite wonderful to watch. What do you think, Elni? Betul tak?
Yeah, and I remember seeing Siti auditioning for me. Wah, tu time dulu lama sekali, you know. And I remember seeing her, and the moment she starts saying her first word, and I remember, I think at that time I was dengan Danny Zhao kan. I remember turning to him, and in my head I was like, I like what I'm saying. It's not because of how or you perform. I just like your raw energy. The rawness yang kita tak boleh belajar, that, you know, if you have it lah, basically, you know. So that is what we saw, and I was like, wow, this girl, you know, is something, and it's very rare to see that often. It's not often that you see this kind or experience this kind of thing. Wah, dah macam, you know,
yeah.
It's very gut. They're very gut. It's inside your stomach. It's there. It's natural. They tak buat-buat, and we really appreciate that. Okay, great. So then this will segue into Elni your question lah. Okay, Elni, this one is going to be quite a tongue twister and a mind bender. Okay, kenapa penting, okay, untuk kita ada seni dalam pendidikan, seni dalam pendidikan, dan important juga to have pendidikan dalam seni. So I want you to just maybe briefly talk to me, because you have both, you have both. Seni dalam pendidikan is what you are currently doing now. The seni, the arts is in the education, because you are educating future artists.
Yeah.
And then you pula adalah orang yang berpendidikan dalam seni. You have education in the arts, yeah. So tell us, just maybe if you can just tell us why this too is very important to you. You can start whichever way you want.
Wow. You asked me after eating when I had my supper.
Okay.
You
I
know the
will break it down. Yes. I will break it down for you. Do you think your pendidikan dalam seni tu was important thing in your life? The education that you receive in the arts, was that important to you?
I think the education in the arts that I receive is important because it opened personally, it showed me the importance of different perspective. If I don't go through that, right? I know you say, oh, from experience, you know this, but because I have that in school and I learned the importance of hearing 20 people punya perspective, you know, in a discussion or what in school at that time. Because I have that, then when I bring it to school now, if I don't go through that, right? I know you say, oh, I'm just hearing myself. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is, so when I bring it to school, I realize that my thoughts, my point of view is not important as the student's point of view. You know what I mean? Like I learned to just shush a bit, let them talk because they need their voices to be heard. And then from there, I kind of like navigate it so that they come to their own decision or discovery. Yeah. So if let's say I just that learning of the arts, right, and then if I didn't practice it, I don't know, I just felt that sometimes we can be a bit narcissistic in our thoughts, you know. I'm just, yeah, I'm sorry, am I making sense? I don't know whether I'm making sense.
Yes, okay. So that part about your education in the arts, and now the arts in education. Kenapa perlu ada arts dalam pendidikan? Kenapa perlu ada seni dalam? I mean, I'm sure you understand now more and more. For example, more and more subjects atau kalau kita mendalami, let's say for people yang going through diplomas, there will be some amount of art that is included into their curriculum, whether it's communication, whether it's presentation, whether it's, so there is that amount of the arts within too. So why do you think it's, sedangkan sekarang orang panggil kita non-essential, tapi I'm trying to build this argument lah that, you know, actually perlu seni tu walau sikit pun needs to be, you know, inculcated atau dimasukkan lah dalam curriculum.
I think, okay, I think one of the reasons arts is important in education is just, it really helps someone to just open up their mind, as simple as that, you know. I'm not saying that kalau you tak belajar art, you tak boleh see art in your mind, no. It kind of like really, it gives you a 360 point of view. And also if you and I always told my budak-budak, yes, you might learn something from here, you know, from one course, but if you progress, let's say to higher NITEC or to go to a diploma, jangan lupakan what you learn, because whatever that you learn is very essential to you now and then to the future. Because, okay, for example, right now I have a lot more budak architecture going into my course. Okay, and then drum macam selalu like, cikgu tak faham architecture, I don't understand. I like the course, but I don't know what I can bring architecture to performance production. Application. Then I was like, babe, architecture you learn AutoCAD, you know how to draw, you know, and you can build set, you know, all you know, drawings of set design and all that. And then from there you can, in your diploma, yes, if you tak nak continue in this line, you know, you have a bigger pool of understanding how to, you know, design and science, you marry them together, you can get a much more broaden your diploma lah, you know. Yeah. So it's just that students right now just need to see the link. They can't see the link. That's it. Yeah.
Diorang perlukan artistic mind tu to see the link. Talking about AutoCAD, I know that CTK dia ada AutoCAD punya basic. I'm sure because of her ability to have design thinking dia tu lah yang buat dia punya acting I rasa lebih berkesan, because the design thinking helps her to design the kind of, you know, character that she wants to work in. I'm trying to link back that whole entire thing about application. What do you think?
Okay, for me, also just to touch based on what you said earlier about the importance of like art in education, is because for me, I'm just thinking back about the times when I was a student. I look forward to these classes, like literally art class, because it gives me a break to away from all the lessons, the theory and all that, you know, and it gives me the space and the freedom to be creative. And it's okay, like technically you're graded, but in the sense that you are free, and in a way there's nothing wrong, and that's what I like about it, because I'm allowed to have my own peace of mind, you know. I can say what I want to say, I can express what I want to express, which is also why I enjoy classes apart from art, also classes like home economics, where I get to be creative, where I'm okay, technically there's no right or wrong, because it's up to how I want to express the outcome, right? So, which is why I think all these things are actually art, because you create things, you know, and it's important because you need that break for your for that creative flow to let out, you know, to let it out.
Yeah, and I think that break is actually that break.
Wait. Sorry,
Yes,
I just want to say something. I cannot see you guys at all. My screen is just like, you guys are just green screen right now. So I am like a bit lost. So that's why I'm in and out of this. So it's like, you know, I can see.
We can see you, Molly. We can see you bright and clear.
Okay.
Yes, you are still beautiful in our eyes. So don't worry. Okay, so maybe this is when I will now talk to Molly about your work. Your work allows you to do art, okay? So because of adanya talian dengan masyarakat, you are able to create art for your community, okay? So I want to ask you about bagaimana you rasa your seni, your art has helped memberikan sedikit kelegaan kepada, atau rasa keriangan pada masyarakat umum, maybe.
Wow.
Or at least, okay, just from your own from your own perspective, bila you buat kerja-kerja seni ni, apa yang you rasa bila you berdepan dan bertetang dengan masyarakat you tu?
Okay, first thing first, don't know Okay, tough soalan-soalan malam ni. Okay, to say that, okay, first thing first lah, I don't know, when I am working with the community, right, I always feel like, you know, yes, it is art, but then I always feel like, you know, it's not art, it's about my connection with people. So, dia selalunya macam mana nak cakap susah nak cakap. So it's like all
Molly, my soalan tak deep tau. Yang deep is you. You are deep. Yes. Okay.
Yes. So it's like, it's the connection lah. You know, it's like, okay, macam tiap-tiap minggu Molly ada this video. At first kita buat audio je, then we realised that maybe people, you know, see our faces better for this community. So, you know, the target audience at first was for senior citizens. You know, so that all these people in the community can go around and then let these old senior citizens listen to things like something light lah. You know, we don't want, because we know that a lot of senior citizens ni dorang dah terperuk kat rumah, and I have like contacts from my Teluk Belanga cities, you know, Teluk Belanga punya residents. Dorang, you know, some of these senior citizens, they talk about Okay, this is what I want to share.
Boleh bukan MP kat Teluk Belanga
Bukan.
Dia betul.
But
Dia hantar assistant dia.
Oh wow.
Dia
Dia macam residence committee gitu. Dia macam RC. Dia macam MP. Dia MP kalau kita nak, kita kat Teluk Belanga punya constituency, kita punya MP is Molly Motor. InsyaAllah. Amin.
But Antini said this, she said that, okay, this is the lady who have gone through World War II. Dia cakap apa? This pandemic is worse than World War II. So for her, it's like if we still have all this connection, even if it's just hearing the voice, it kind of give her a certain kind of comfort lah. You faham tak? So it's still, it's still a work of art lah kan. It's like
betul. And that work is essential kan? It's essential because
it gives people like, okay, last week we talk about depression. Yes, it's from our own personal punya pengalaman and stuff like that. But a few people like wrote to us, and tell us thank you, or it's like that's how they felt also. And then so we feel like tak essential ke? When people share story, you get connection because our kind of art is really about sharing stories kan. So
dia
macam
bukan enjoyment aja tau, dia terapi sebenarnya.
yes. Bukan macam disebut aja jadi therapy. This kind of things are also therapy. So
Ada macam-macam terapi, ada retail terapi, ada makan tu pun terapi juga.
Yep.
Okay, so now maybe ini macam question orang kata cepu emas lah because
dah kahwin. Bukan.
cepu emas tu siapa kahwin. Typical siapa Melayu.
Alah.
Berbual kat dapur. Memang macam tu lah. Macam tu. Berbual kat dapur macam tu. Okay. This is free for all. I think part of the reason pandangan masyarakat pada kita petugas seni ni ialah kerana mungkin pada setengah orang it's the pembiayaan atau ongkosnya atau mungkin saja orang tengok apa kita punya pendapatan, and whatever, memandangkan pendapatan and whatever. So let's talk a little bit about seni, about funding, about maybe even penaja corporate atau corporate sponsorship. Kita selama ni kita tahu a lot of kita punya kerja seni ialah funding yang kita dapat daripada Majlis Seni Kebangsaan. So that's our main itulah. But do you think I'm just asking this because this is a great it's a great time to be alive because of the pandemic and everything. Do you think that dengan selepas COVID ni nanti there will be more penaja yang mungkin ingin mungkin terbuka hati diorang untuk datang and sponsor, or can you think of projects that you would like your sponsors to come on board? I'm just putting this out there in the hope that, okay, so katakanlah kata Elni, is there a project that you want to do that you would want a corporate sponsor to come in and, help you? Okay, because this is a interesting time untuk live, and maybe, who knows, maybe CTK ada project yang can gather all the HBBs together, and then, HBBs kan, dorang may not be able to sponsor duit tau, tapi they are able to sponsor makanan.
And we have a lot of them already, like, sponsoring food during production, and it's very sweet of them. And all they ask for is just a little shout out on our social media. That's all,
Kan?
Yeah.
So I really think there are more ways, there are definitely more cara untuk corporate sponsorship to come in. Maksud I tu, why I nak bertanya is because sometimes we think of sponsorship tu duit, we think of money, we think of dollars and cents, sedangkan they can actually provide sponsorship in kind, which is actually very exciting. For example lah, kita ada this project together lah ni kan, kita nak buat. Saya tak tahu Sennheiser lah cakap Sennheiser tiba-tiba Sennheiser nak sponsor, cakap okay, each and every one of you will be given Sennheiser mics. Tak payah nanti CTK dia nak beli apa, dia punya pop punya apa tu
anti-set lah. Nak beli coffee lah, nak beli mic lah, nak beli apa-apa benda tu lah.
Ya, terus Sennheiser kasih aja, provide us, or maybe, I don't know lah, can be anyone, can be Audio Technica, or whatever. So these are sponsorship in kind. So there's just so many, kan? Maybe kalau dia tengok rumah-rumah kita perlukan, macam tengok rumah apa, CTK, nice wall, tapi dia cakap, I'm going to sponsor a full, macam cornice ke apa ke, atau kan. So maybe for myself and Molly, a whole entire kitchen punya lighting. Molly needs a ring light. Any sponsors out there? Molly needs a ring light. Okay, so yes, so that's what I mean. Maksudnya, I think I'm hoping that people can see that the art ni kan, dia pay it forward many times now. Macam ni sekarang, we don't have anything to do. We think that this is a great way to offer, some amount of entertainment to our friends, whatever, and we do this. It's just us paying forward.
Okay, for me, to touch base on the very first question that you asked, whether like post-COVID, do you think after all that has happened, would sponsorship come in more and more, or do you think it will like completely stop? For me, I think it can go both ways. I think it's a sad thing that I think it will be possible that sponsorship might stop for a while. Maybe not necessarily from like say government bodies, because that one is sort of, I think, more of a constant in that sense, and it's something that you can apply. But in terms of something that is a voluntary sponsorship, it might be harder because of the fact that this sponsorship usually comes from like maybe private sectors. I mean, like things that we cannot apply for example, right? And they're doing it out of goodwill. In the first place, they might be want to use that amount of money to save their own businesses, to cover up the losses that they have suffered from this. And also, it might also, the money or the sponsorship might not come in because orang dah naik sedap with watching everything online for free. And they probably think that this is gonna be a constant to them, that we already have a lot. We don't need to go to theatre now because theatre is now provided for free for us to watch. Many companies are putting up shows online. The local companies are doing it. International companies are doing it. Oh, and this is theatre. Okay, I when I want to watch it, I watch it. It's become something that they can take for granted, which I think can be quite dangerous as well. Although I understand that the motive of companies putting up shows for free is in hope that people will donate, and also to attract them to want to come to the theatre once phase 3 opens and we are starting shows and staging shows again. On the other hand, you're right, maybe more money might come in because people are very appreciative of the content that's being put up online during this entire period. And yeah, like you said, sponsorship might not come in the form of money. This is what that has happened for me, that I personally have received during this period in terms of sponsorship. I've been involved in a project where we got money from a private donor because they wanted to support artists so that we can continue our work. And it is really very sweet. They don't have to do it, but they want to support the arts, and they know that a group of people are creating new work, we're devising work, and this nice lady decided to pump money so that we have something to earn while we work from home. And
That's
I
nice
got
to
a piece of good news also that somebody wanted to give me a hair sponsorship, meaning that I can go to the salon and get my hair done, cut color, because this very nice angel feels that this is the least he could do for artists at this moment, because he may not be able to support monetarily, but in terms of service. And I thought that's really very sweet.
Yes, that's what I mean. Yeah. Ollie, what do you think? Do you think people will come forward now, seeing that, in the spirit of, you know, um, in the spirit of having, survived this together?
Hmm. Uh, what do I think? I do hope that people will come on board, to help us, to sponsor our work and stuff like that. But at the same time also, I am worried, especially after Straits Time come out with this survey. It makes me feel like, oh, are you trying to kill me? Do you really want me to just give up art? Do you just want me to what? So it's like I am very nervous. I am very nervous. I'm very worried about the future and all that. And I have heard some friends, who are in this industry who say that, oh, now art cannot make money already lah. It's not about, we are even making money, right? Bukan, kita semua jadi suddenly superstar millionaire, whatever. No. But, they are already giving up because they feel that that's it. So right now, I don't know. So I cannot really answer this, but I hope people will come on board. All this, yeah.
the
I,
reaction to the I was just picking up on Molly about the
yes,
reaction to the ST survey. I know we
yeah,
start this conversation with that, right?
with
So
that, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
so
I'm
I'm just
supposed to be more.
thinking whether what if it actually have a reverse reaction,
I hope
meaning
so.
now people are like, what? You say the artist is non-essential, and then because of the mass thinking, right? And mass thinking about is not being non-essential. It is essential. A lot more people now are talking the fact that artist is essential. Who knows? The reaction to the survey is okay. You say that it's not essential, right? That I prove you wrong lah. By the time it's over, we're gonna support the art. There's another reverse reaction to that. They always say bad publicity is a good publicity as well, kan? So I know. I mean, I'm just taking a positive note to that. Yeah. So I hope uh, the 1,000 or the ST that do not represent the 6 million of us here in Singapore, the 5 million of us that is, actually have our own mind and we can think what is essential and not essential after COVID. Yeah, and I also agree dengan Siti. It will take a while. I'm putting my producer hat. It will. I think it will take a while for businesses, even the people in the arts, the technical bits in the arts. It takes a while to reboot their economy. Because I think it takes about 3 to 6 months for everyone to stabilize. When phase 3 is open up, then I think about 3 to 6 months for people to stabilize the economy before, okay, let's go. But I know there are some, like macam what Siti said, those who, sponsor in kind, who understand the value of us and in this industry. Hopefully we have more people like those people. Yeah.
I want to maybe I want to finish this with maybe a more positive note lah. Okay, what I have seen is that the situation, the pandemic has actually changed us in so many ways. It has really realigned us and dia macam reconfigure us to think differently. Never I think people like Molly would have thought that she will purchase a headset to be working, and then for CTK to even think about doing her own lighting, her own sound, whatever, these are new things. And then for us who are teachers, who are educators, struggling with how to ensure that training happens walaupun kita work working from home, I see all these adjustments. I really hope that we take whatever, because I know that soon it's phase 2, then soon enough nanti kita phase 3, and people wants to go back to normal. What if I tell you that the normal has changed now?
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is going to be the new normal. This is something that we need to incorporate into our new normal, new life now. So I'm really hoping that the arts will see itself developing into other things, and pembiayaan, especially funding, must also now relook at how the money is being delegated and distributed. Okay, all right. So usually we will end with kita punya quick questions. Kita ada 5 minutes quick questions. Are you ready, lady?
Okay.
Got questions?
Yes,
Okay.
Quick question. First restaurant you want to go after 19 June 2020. First restaurant, Elni, where would you want to go?
Allah.
First restaurant. Huh?
I can't
Molly,
think.
come on. First restaurant.
I want to go to Teluk Blangah Crescent, the Prata place. The Mamak Prata place.
Nak makan kat kedai mamak tu
Teluk Blangah Crescent.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright, CTK.
I want to eat fried fish soup at Selera at Cuppage.
Okay,
Fried fish soup.
Fried fish. Elni.
Kita nak pergi Sempang Bedok.
Wow.
Whatever food that is there, I nak
And
Sempang
eat the
Bedok.
entire stretch.
Semua. Yes. And then if kalau Baduk is open, I'll go Baduk. But I don't know whether Baduk is open or not. Tak tahu, tak apa.
Baduk is still okay.
Baduk kat yang ada kat Sempang
Ya
Bedok.
lah.
Ya.
Okay. Alright, best nasi ambal. Come on.
That's what?
Putri.
Putri.
I
Okay.
agree. I
You
used to like
agree,
Umi. I like Umi Abdullah's nasi ambeng also, but she no more already. So yeah, I
Okay.
tried Putri. Good. Yes.
Okay, choose Justice League, Avengers or X-Men? Elni. Justice League, Avengers. I only one. Justice League, Avengers or X-Men? Okay, Molly cakap Avengers. Avengers. Come on, Elni. Oh, Avengers juga. Oh, okay. Really? Aku fikir korang X-Men. Okay, tak apa. Okay,
Tak.
tell me.
Because Avengers
your-
ada never mind. Ada the Infinity, the end of war,
Yes,
that one.
Infinity,
Yeah.
yes, Avengers.
Yeah.
Okay. Favorite shopping mall? Come on.
Sekarang has to be Vivo City.
Yeah. Bukan Great Wall City.
No, Great Wall City because of one store aja. I mean of one but Vivo City is the entirety.
Okay, CTK. Favorite shopping mall. Favorite shopping mall.
They're all the same lah. They're all the same. I
Are
cannot.
you sure?
Yes.
One.
Ion. Because it has like
Ion.
really everything.
Okay, wow. Ion. Kelas.
Ion,
No, I'm like, then you want me to say Gate-Post Shopping Centre?
Yeah.
Shopping Centre would sell cheap things.
Girl, if that is your favorite shopping mall, I won't judge you.
Yeah. But they don't
Okay.
have Sephora.
Sephora, yes. Mesti nak ada Sephora. I think mine will definitely be, Plaza Sing. I like Plaza Sing. Macam
Plaza
mana?
Sing, right?
Okay, lagu dangdut paling favorite. Cepat
Elni
lagu
tak tahu.
dangdut. Apa? Kopi dangdut, of course. Molly mesti nak kopi dangdut aja. Elni, come on. I'm sure
Tak
you know
tahu.
some dangdut.
I only know
Come on.
I only know kopi dangdut yang Molly cakap tadi. That's all I know. I don't know any dangdut song, serious.
CTK has a lot of dangdut songs.
Yeah, I'm modern dandut. So the first thing that came to my mind is sambala bala sambala
Yes.
terasa
Okay.
pedas, terasa panas.
Okay. Last 1 minute.
Don't judge. This one is research
I'm
I
not
did for Mina and
judging.
Gina.
Come on. I love dangdut. You know me. Okay. Now, final one. Siri Netflix paling favorite.
How to Get Away with Murder.
Okay. Elmi?
I have two because I have three. Ada
Okay.
tiga boleh.
Yeah.
How do I get away from with murder? Lucifer dengan Money Heist. Okay, ada tiga.
Okay,
yes,
you should just put Money Heist aja. CTK.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Wow.
Okay, so that brings us to the end of our show. Terima kasih sekali lagi for doing this. So exciting. I told you, it only seemed like the questions are difficult, like very deep. That's only because
Hari ni deep.
you are deep people.
Why you also did purple one?
Hari ni you're deep one. But very fun one. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for
Thank
doing
you.
this.
Thank you.
Okay, so maybe we'll meet again next time at Kitchen KakAlin.
Bye.
Bye.
Wah, dia punya ending credit pun. Kelas, Fat.
Fat kan dia